everybody. Welcome to Takeoff with John Clark, presented by Live Casino Hotel Philadelphia, and it is Dallas week. It doesn't get better than that. Eagles, Cowboys, Sunday Night Football, and a future Hall of Famer and legendary Eagle, Jason Peters. I can't believe it, but he actually became a Dallas Cowboy, and now he's coming into the Linc with the Cowboys to face the Eagles. Jason, does this seem a little surreal that this is actually happening?
It actually does, man. I'd have never thought, I'd be going to the Linc to play the Eagles, being a long life Eagle like that, you never think you'll be on the other end of it like that.
It's pretty wild. It's going to be a great game for the division lead. And look, your comments blew up here in Philly. Let's clear this up, because I saw something like you said Eagles fans are effing idiots and all this stuff. What did you actually say, and what did you mean?
No, the reporter asked me, what do you think about the Eagles fans? I said, man, they're the best fans in the league. Man, they awesome. Went and got my first Super Bowl, with them, right behind my back, supporting the team. And then he was like, what you think they're going to be acting like on a Sunday night game to the Dallas Cowboy fans? And that's where that effing idiots came up. I've never said nothing directly like they idiots. He just flipped it. Everybody try to get a story,
And so what are Eagles fans going to be like Sunday night? Because
Yeah, I know. And that's all I was trying to explain to him. You got a Sunday night game. They're going to be able to tailgate all day. And he was like, yeah, the Cowboys fans going to be there. What you think they're going to be acting like towards the Cowboys fans? And that's what I told him. The Eagles fans is like number one fans in the NFL, man. They're going to be hostile. You're going to be then tailgated for 8 hours. It's going to be a good atmosphere.
And so what you're saying is you did not say this in a derogatory term. You like Eagles fans or love Eagles fans.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. But, every reporter trying to get a big story. He just flipped it, So that's why I came on here to clear the air, Always. He didn't never put out that I'd said the Eagles fans are number one in the league and all the good stuff. He just tried to twist it to make it seem like I'm a bad guy. 1 year, 2 years removed for the Eagles, why would I say, something crazy like that? That don't make sense.
I feel you. Well, we're setting the record straight. So can you give me an idea of the difference between Eagles fans that you've known forever and the Cowboys fans that you now know?
I mean, they similar. They similar. After we lost to Tampa, it wasn't a lot of, bashing, but the difference between the two is, you get a couple losses in Philly and those guys gonna let you know it. They're gonna let you hear it. It's gonna be all in the papers. The next game, they're gonna be booing. It don't matter if you're up 10 or 14. You get a couple stalled out offensive drives, and you didn't seen it before. They'll start booing, and that's the difference between the fans. Eagles fans just more hostile. They want some results right then and there.
So you're coming back with the Cowboys in the Linc Sunday night. How big of a game is this for the division, the ramifications of this game?
It's real big, man. It's for the division lead. Sunday night, it's a rivalry game. It's gonna be a good atmosphere, like I said before. The guys know each other, so this rivalry been going on for years and years. So Eagles Cowboys game, Sunday night. I can't wait.
So what do you think the reaction is going to be from your fellow Eagles offensive linemen that you played alongside for so many years when they see you in the Cowboys colors coming out there on the field and all that?
I say nothing but love. Man, we laid some foundation down there, man. All the younger guys, you got some vets, Kelsey and Lane and Isaac, but I'm pretty sure they didn't told them stories about me being up there in the offensive line room. But man, we laid the foundation up there, and I'm glad they're doing well.
Jordan Mailata, when he is asked about his development, he always mentions you, thanks you for what you did for him. When Jordan Mailata arrived into the Eagles locker room and he literally didn't know how to buckle that chin strap to what he is now, are you amazed about what he has become?
I am, because the first couple of years, he was struggling a little bit, but after that second year, you can see that he made a big turn for the better. And he started understanding football and start understanding angles. And he started watching me and Lane and all the tackles, and I started helping him and stuff at the practice every day. And you gotta thank Coach Stoutland, for hanging in there and pushing him and developing the guy. I helped him along, but you got to tip your hat to Jeff Stoutland.
I got to ask you, do the Eagles have the best offensive line in football?
No, I can't say that. I can't say that. I think we got a good one. It's tit for tat.
I hear you. How about Lane Johnson and what he went through with his mental issues, depression, and all of that, and the job that he has done through the years at right tackle? Do you think he gets enough respect in the league for what he does?
I don't think so. Always told him, and I'll tell him right now to his face, he's the best right tackle in football right now, and has been for over 5-6 years. The guy shuts down the best rushers. Got good feet, good explosive. He's explosive in the run game. He's a solid guy. That's why they call him Stonewall. The guy comes in every year in and year out, and puts on the show. And I can't say enough about the guy. He's number one right tackle in my book.
When your time ended with the Eagles, things just got crazy. Carson Wentz was gone. You had all these situations. Doug Peterson was gone. Are you pretty surprised about how quickly they kind of redid the whole team? And now you got Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, and look at the defense they have.
I'm not surprised. Every great band got to be broken up. Some go solo. The stories. It happens like that. But for them to turn it around so quick, the rebuild. That's hats off to Howie. With his drafting and stuff like that, and free agent pickup. So, like I say, I'm happy for those guys. Philly always be my home.
How about Jalen Hurts and the steps he has taken and the strides the improvements that he has made this year? When he walked in the building and you saw him, could you have envisioned him getting to this level of play?
I'm going to say this. It's people in that building that I sat in the office with. Even during his rookie year when he had to come in for Wentz. And I told him to their face, this guy is special. He's going to be a franchise quarterback. And I seen it then. I did. So it didn't surprise me. The guy got leadership. He comes in the huddle and demands the huddle. He runs the offense how it's supposed to be ran. If he needs to manage the game, that's what he does. If he needs to throw it down the field, you see they made a couple big plays and stuff this year. So I seen it back then his rookie year.
So when he came in there, and a lot of guys say he kind of walked around like the leader of the team, do you think that really affected Carson Wentz? Was that the beginning of Carson? Beginning of the end for Carson?
No, I don't think so. When Nick won the Super Bowl, that's what I think when it started. He had a big task ahead of him, the upcoming season, and it was win or go home. And coming off the first Super Bowl, what Nick did, the run Nick, the show he put on, Carson was just behind the 8 ball. He couldn't do nothing right. He could go out there and score 4 or 5 touchdowns, but if we didn't go back to the Super Bowl and win it, he was just in a bad situation to me.
How about when you look at this Eagles defense on film, BG is still doing it at his age. What do you see with BG, Fletcher Cox, and the guys on the Eagles defensive line?
Them guys, they superstars be superstars. They the heart of the defense. They vets. They know how to get it done. BG and Cox been doing that, I know, since I was playing with the Eagles, since their rookie year. So them guys just know how to play football.
How about Jordan Davis? What are you seeing with the rookie?
Yeah, he's doing well. That's a good pickup for them. With him and Hargrave and Cox. That's a stout line.
So what happens now when you come into the Linc with the Cowboys? We've heard about Eagles fans, sometimes the buses for the opposing team get egged and all the things. Are you ready for what's coming to you now that you're the enemy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get booed, but I'm that's Eagles fan, and I got booed by them when I was there, so I know how it feels. And like I said, they're gonna be hostile. That's what they're gonna bring to the table.
You look forward to that day when you're retired and you do come back to the Linc and you are honored. I mean, obviously, you're a part of Eagles history, and your name will probably be up there with the greats in the Eagles Hall of Fame. Are you looking forward to that day?
Actually, I am. I mean, that's gonna be an honor. Gonna be one of my best days that I can think of. Can't really. I mean, I can't wait till that day to happen. To be honest.
Do you still talk to a lot of your former teammates and people in the front office, or Jeff Lurie?
I hadn't spoke. Well, I text Mr. Lurie all the time because he's traveling. I text Howie and I text Dom. I talk to Dom. Every once a week or every other month. I talked to BG and Cox and Hargrave the other day. I think they was in the summer or something like that. But I keep up with those guys a lot.
How long do you think you're going to keep playing?
I think this is it. I mean, and unless they talk me back into coming back, but I feel good. Not gonna play too much longer, to be honest.
It's pretty amazing. So, who do you think is your quarterback this Sunday night?
What you mean by that?
I said, who do you think's going to line up behind you, the quarterback, Cooper Rush or Dak Prescott?
I don't know. I mean, I really have no idea. I just gotta be prepared for either one. Jerry, I let Jerry and all the guys upstairs take care of that. I just line up and block for the guys.
You are a future Hall of Famer, and you have had an amazing career, especially starting out as an undrafted free agent, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's an unbelievable career. How are you still playing at your age now? What have you done year after year with your body to be able to keep playing this really vicious, tough game?
Man, I'm just blessed, to be honest. I take care of my body, and I diet and take vitamins and stuff like that. But I'm just blessed with a genetic that is unheard of for a lineman. I mean, a couple linemen did it before, but played 19, 20 years. But I'm just blessed, to be honest.
Tell you what, I was talking to a few people and I said I was going to be catching up with you, and they said, you know what? Jason Peters is one of the best guys. People don't even know a lot of the things that he does for other people. It's not talked about. How special is that relationship that you have with your teammates, organization, and all that in Philadelphia?
It's real special. Like I say, all those guys, man, we used to hang out all the time. Kelsey, Lane, Big Brooks. I mean, I can go on and on. Cox Vinny. I think he up with the Jets now. We was real a tight-knit group of guys. Always, laughed and hung out with each other. And that goes a long way when you're going out there and battling inside those lines.
Jason Kelce, I've heard people say he's the toughest guy they've ever played with. I mean, is there anybody tougher than Jason Kelce?
Not to my knowledge. Not that I didn't play with. Lane and Kelsey is tit for tat. They can get banged up and they'll just keep going. But if I had to crown one of them, I'd go with Kelsey.
It's amazing he is still going. It's amazing you're still going. Couple final questions for you. When you look at pro sports, Eagles, Cowboys rivalry, is there any better rivalry?
That's what I was telling them. I don't think so. I think it's number one. Eagles, Cowboys, it goes all the way back for ages. I don't think it's another rivalry that's better than Eagles and Cowboys. And, getting it on Sunday night, man, that's everybody going to be tuned in.
Look at you. You just did a promo for NBC. We appreciate that. Hey, let me ask you this. For years, I heard that Eagles, Cowboys, the Eagles fans, it was much more of a rivalry to them than Cowboys fans. When you're experiencing it from the other side, is there that buildup in Dallas the same way there was in Philadelphia?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. I'm not sure where you heard that at, but it's the same kind of build-up. I'm just on the other side of it now. Big game, big week, divisional game, and it's a rivalry game. So it's going to be a good one.
Is there even more juice with you not wanting your former teammates to be able to get past you to your quarterback?
Yeah, you're going to have a little bit more juice, going against Cox and Hargrave and Sweat and BG and all the rest of the guys. No doubt.
Final question. Are you ready now to be on the other side and get the trash talking from Brandon Graham?
I always heard about BG talking. He do it in practice, He did it in practice. He gonna talk his trash, but I ain't never, I watched him during the game talking to the opposing team, but I'll be ready for it.
I love it. Well, we can't wait for this game Sunday night, and I'm glad you cleared that up. Anything else you want to say to Philadelphia so that they can not get those comments misconstrued?
Yeah, don't hear, don't listen, don't believe everything you hear. All I can say. I got it. The reporter wanted to make a big story and try to twist it, but that's why I came on to clear the air. And I told him, after I said what I said, I told him, the Eagles fans are number one in the NFL for us. Like the nastiest. You go into their stadium, you know what you're gonna get out of them, and definitely that being a Sunday night game is gonna be rowdy.
And by the way, I don't even know when you go into the Hall of Fame. Dick Vermeil said he went in as an Eagle. I don't know if you have to claim a team or say a certain team, but if you have to, if you're going into the Hall of Fame, what are you going in as? Which team?
Come on now. Is that a question?
I just need to hear you say it.
I'm going in as the Eagle, man. It's my first Super Bowl, my only Super Bowl. I'm definitely going in as the Eagle.
I knew it. We just needed to get that on camera, hearing you say it, so Eagles fans can relax about all the comments that came out. We appreciate you clearing that up, and I'll tell you, it's going to be good to see you Sunday night. It's going to be different, but it's going to be great to see you.
No problem, man. I'm excited to come back to the Linc.